FEMA never saves anyone. Look at Katrina. Look at everybody. Any natural disaster that's ever occurred on American soil, Americans save Americans always. If you're waiting for the government to come and save you, you're going to die.
Yes, James O'Keefe sues Hawaii for First Amendment violations over his ban on public photography in Lahaina. I got the full details. I'm going to play this video so you can see exactly what is happening here. For weeks now, you cannot actually know what is going on. According to the emergency proclamations, you should not take photos in this area. If you try to do that, you'll be arrested immediately. James O'Keefe went down to ground zero to actually see what is going on. They did secret recordings. He has taken up a decision to sue this. Before we go into this video, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. And if possible, please share out this video.
So it looks like a lot of people are questioning Maui and FEMA. Let's take a look. Now, this is nothing new. We know they've been doing this for weeks now, weeks. It took 8 days before anybody even came out and made a public announcement about this. But look at what we're finding.
FEMA took away all the stuff that the local people was giving out on the side of the road and said, no, okay, it's we're going to take over. Yeah, they took over. This guy went down to Lahaina with a lowboy with all the water and all this stuff. And they hoarded all of that stuff. They took it away from everyone.
Now, I know you guys have seen this lady before. She's making her rounds on Twitter, TikTok. She's pretty popular right now. Now, why do you think FEMA took all those things away? Now, we saw videos with people at the dumps, and they were showing the cases of water that they had stacked up out there. They basically seized everything. Take a look, though. When the people are always the one that save the people. FEMA never saves anyone. Look at Katrina. Look at everybody. Any natural disaster that's ever occurred on American soil, Americans save Americans always. If you're waiting for the government to come and save you, you're going to die.
The locals was doing a killer job. They opened up, spots here, there. Our small county was doing the same thing. They was giving out meds. They was doing all this stuff. Everybody was trying. The local people, everybody was just all working together. And then FEMA and all these guys come in and they kiboshed. And then they wonder why nobody believes in Red Cross and FEMA.
So you saw those 10 by 10 set up in the park there, and they had baby they had baby supplies, and then they had another tent that said medications. The people were helping the people, and that's how it always is, right? In these desperate times.
You're telling us to fill out this paperwork so that you can give us the least amount of money. All I've had since day one is $700. 4 out of 5 of us lost our homes. It was burned to the ground. We are only being told, stand in this line, sign here. What are we signing? Who is it benefiting, us or...
Who's it benefiting, us or America? Well, that's an excellent question. Let's take a look and see what the Americans think about this debacle. Wall Street Abe tweets out, why isn't this in the news? The Lahaina, Maui, Hawaii fire victims continue to speak out. FEMA took away all the stuff that the local people was giving out on the side of the road and said, no, it's ours. We're going to take over 17 hours ago. And the memes are flying. Never forget the Biden kitchen fire, August 2nd, 2004. They have no right to take items. Tell them no. What right do they have to take their stuff 4 hours ago? Look here. Habeck says Hawaii will lose the Democratic vote in the next election. I predict the Democratic Party will lose all 50 states. Kyan says none of you are wrong. They're all going to fight, even if it means most of our lives. Agree. Fight and kick them out now. Just find any video on Hawaii, read the comments. That'll give you the American sentiment. And then, boy, are they pissed off at FEMA. They're pissed off at the government over this, right? You think so, too? Put it in the comments down below.
I think it's very important that people understand this, though. This is not a crime. This is a natural disaster. This is a natural disaster, and that the law enforcement role is in some ways a secondary or even a further down the road role, but because of the investigation and the missing persons component, as well as the coroner's office.
I saw a fact check pertaining to this issue of FEMA. They said the reason they took away these things is because they didn't trust the sources bringing them. And the food were not tested. That is the reason they put out partaken to all this. Now going into this, when you take a look at this paragraph, the suit alleges that the action taken by law enforcement as a result of the governor's order violated due process clause of the 14th Amendment, no state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privilege or immunity of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor denying to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protections of the laws. In OMG latest undercover expose, even members of the Hawaii National Guard are on video criticizing green actions. According to the Sioux, there is a conflict that exists between the state of Hawaii criminalization of First Amendment activity and the First Amendment to U.S. Constitution and asks for injunctions relief. So you can see exactly what is going on here. I said when you look through all social media platforms, you hardly see videos coming out from this area. Reasons we always do, react on all pictures. When you look through my thumbnails, you will see repeated all pictures because we cannot have real footage of what is going on. It is prohibited, which is wrong. I don't know what is going on. I really wish if people could rise up to realize what is happening. The O'Keefe Media Group filed a lawsuit this week against Hawaii Democrat Governor Josh Green and the county of Maui after being told he could not take photographs or videos on public land during a trip to investigate the aftermath of the devastating fires that burned the area to the ground. In hidden camera footage taken during the investigation, law enforcement officers in the evacuated area told OMG journalists that due to the governor's emergency order in response to the fires, they were prohibited from taking pictures or video on public land and even threatened founder James O'Keefe with arrest if he refused to cease recording. O'Keefe said in the video that he was filing the lawsuit in order to invalidate the criminalization of protected First Amendment activity and to also strip Maui County of any ability to criminally charge anyone who exercised their First Amendment right. The suit, which was filed in the U.S. District Court of Hawaii, is seeking to prohibit the governor from unilaterally criminalizing the fundamental right of free speech and a free press to which plaintiffs are guaranteed under both the United States and Hawaii Constitution. During the trip to Lahaina on September 1st, 2023, the other plaintiff, identified as John Doe, took photographs as he reported while walking along the bypass between Kai and Lahaina, despite John Doe were established First Amendment right to report on matters of public concern, Maui County by and through its sheriff department criminally charged John Doe for his journalism. According to the suit,
logical, reasonable way, we'll accept it. But right now, there is no explanation.
A small family had to evacuate, and their property manager
control back of your lives that you have lost.
Well, I just wanted to extend my gratitude to everybody who has donated